Great information, great knowledge, nobody's listening. This is the case for so many instructors. This is the case for a lot of training material courseware. CBT comes to mind. Full of good information, it's gold. Nobody's listening. Look, June 13th and 14th, I'm going to take several instructors, okay, through the AX3 certification program, where I'm going to share with them on page 14 of this workbook. There are, let's see, 5 attention-grabbing principles that I talk about in all instruction that I deliver. And if you just study my instruction methodology closely, you'll probably see me doing all 5 of these things. But I'm gonna dissect them in detail for these instructors, because here's the reality, folks. If I don't have your attention, if I'm not connecting with you, the communications I'm delivering don't matter, because you're not listening anyways. You've heard the old adage, if there's a tree in the forest that falls and there's no one around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. And that's a lot of instruction, that's a lot of courseware, that's a lot of training material out there today in the industry. It is basically the tree that falls and is never heard, because nobody is there to put attention on it. So what I'm going to talk about with these guys and gals is basically how to get attention, how to keep it, how to deliver the message, how to ensure it was perceived as intended. This is all in the attention segment of this AX3 program. Because again, as I said, if I don't have your attention, you're not listening anyway. So that's number 1. And this is superior to delivering any kind of content. I'm not going to talk about the power transfer unit. I'm not going to talk about the green and the yellow and the blue system. I'm not going to talk about how the standby rudder works on the 737 NG and how the NG has 2 yaw dampers, one on the standby system, as opposed to maybe the 7.3 Classic. I'm not going to talk about any of those things until the first element is checked, which is get attention. How do you do it? 5 strategies I can share with you that I use all the time. I'm going to deliver in the AX3 class. Second thing, awareness. Finally, third thing, accountability. And by the way, attention, awareness, and accountability and the blueprint, the strategy, the tips, the techniques that I'm going to teach, there's no way you're going to implement any of them if you don't value the students and value being of genuine use to them. In other words, you're not there to examine, you're there to educate. You're not there to prove how much you know, you're there to be useful so that they can know. You're there to share knowledge, and you're there to be an aid and to equip them. And it's funny, because in this book, one of the things I talk about first is values before we get into any of the A's, whereby I say, listen, the students, let's see if I can find it, they must be able to, in the workbook, it's going to be on page number 6. Influence is earned. The student has to be able to answer, does the instructor care for me? Can they help me? And can they trust you? So think about this. Take this on board right now if you're an instructor. Your students need to be able to definitively answer, hey, can you help them? Do you care for them? Can they trust you? If they can't answer that, good luck getting any attention from them, because your influence is earned in any environment, especially in a training environment. So hope you join me for this course. ax3certification.com/enroll. I promise you the principles that I'm going to talk about there, folks, they're universal. Don't think this is only for instructors. This is literally on a program that will influence how you communicate with everyone, including your spouse, your kids, everyone that you engage with on a day-to-day basis. Do not miss this course. I'm going to get you this book. Even if you're attending virtually, you can attend virtually. I'll get you that workbook. We're going to fill out that workbook together. There's several exercises in there we're going to do together, and we're going to uncover the exact details behind how to deliver highly engaging and effective instruction. I'll see you in class June 13th and 14th.